Hi everyone, my name is Piterpakulski. Today we'll continue building financial model for a Uber, Lyft or taxi financial model. So we are doing this story from scratch. During previous video we started with creation of the library for different types of trips. So here is the list of trips that we have. This is the mileage of each type of a trip, duration, revenue, so we can switch on and off different types of trips from our further calculations, from cash flow statement, many steps ahead. We added coefficients to mileage, added global and local coefficients for duration, added coefficients for the revenues, and now we will be moving forward to creation of typical weekdays portraits from perspective of mileage, duration and revenues. So if you find this video valuable, you may give us a like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. You can also order financial models from scratch for your unique business ideas. We can help you with that. At the end screen of this video I will give you the link to the playlist where I will be keeping all these tutorials, and when I finish this financial model I will give you all the links how I created this model from scratch in the description of this video as well, so you may watch all the tutorials for free. So I will be making some assumptions right now. So we need to create the credible revenue generating algorithm, the algorithm that we could trust. So we could trust the total monthly revenues. That's why we will be creating the revenue number out of different types of trips. So let's go, for example, to Monday, and here we'll be creating the portrait of Monday. So here I will place the trip type, then here on the left I will place trip types, here on the right this will be the column for amount of trips per day, so these are the inputs. So we're coloring these cells with blue because blue will be the unique color for all our inputs, like this, like this, like this. So all other cells are formulas, so we're not touching them during scenario modeling, playing with inputs. So here we've specified the amount of trips per Monday. Then I want to add local and global coefficients as usually. So local coefficient, then global coefficient, so local coefficient will be 100%. Global coefficient we'll do like this. Then I would like to be able to switch on and off specific trips, for example for the Monday. For the Monday, so I will use data validation list. So all this stuff will be later needed during scenario modeling. Now we're explaining to Excel, so if this equals to this, we will put 1, otherwise 0. Now I'm going to extrapolate this formula to the right, to downstairs. Then I want to, for example, to get the final value of trips final, trips amount final. So what is interesting, I would like to add on off here data validation list. I would like to add on off a switcher for the revenues, specifically for each day inside the typical week, because for example I would like to, if I want to switch off, for example, weekend revenues and see what will be the cash flow of my project if I will be looking only at weekdays, for example from Monday to Friday, I will be able to do it very easily. So I will just switch off here in front of Saturday and Sunday, and I will get all the revenues just for Monday till Friday. So on off, then trips amount final. Let's do it here. So off, yeah, it's changing. So and the final amount of trips will be this value multiply this value multiply this value freezing then I'm multiplying this value and I'm multiplying this value, and if I'm not counting some of these trips, types of trips, I'm adding this coefficient as well. So for example, so what we are fighting for. So for example, if I want globally exclude these services from calculations, I can do like this, and I can see zeros here. If I want to exclude these trips just from Monday, I can do it like this. If I want, for example, to increase the amount of trips for these services, specific services, on 30%, I can do it here. Or if I want to increase the amount of trips globally for the whole Monday on, let's say, 40%, I can do it here. Or decrease and take only 80% of target, I can use this. Or for example, I can switch off Monday revenues completely and do it like this. So we need all this stuff for the future scenario modeling. And now so this is, let's switch it on. Then we have mileage, then we have duration, and here we have the revenues. So what we can do now, let's go back, switch this on. So this is the trips amount, and now we can multiply this value on the mileage. Now we can multiply this value on the duration. In minutes. And this column will be for revenues. So the amount of trips multiplied on the revenue per trip. So for example, if we want to switch this story off, or for example we want to switch this type of trips, type of trips off globally, we can do it here. Here we can, for example, increase the amount of services, for example, on 50%. And for example, we may have some extra mileage. So this is the mileage, let's say offline mileage of, let's say, offline parameters. So for example, we decided to go to Costco or Whole Foods. We are offline at the moment, so this is not a revenue, and we do have some, we make some mileage. For example, it can be 30 miles a day, let's say so, and the duration of this mileage will be, for example, 30 minutes, let's say 50 minutes. Okay, so these are the inputs, and now we are creating totals. This will be the totals. So the total mileage will be for Monday will be sum of this, duration will be this, the revenues will be this. Is just an example, don't look at the numbers themselves. So now let's do the same exercise for Tuesday. So this will be Tuesday. Let me just create some border between these days. So here I will place trip type. Trip types will be the same. So the columns here will be the same. Now let's check the formulas here. So that's okay. This one we need to adjust. We need to drag this formula here. This one goes here. trips final. That's right. Then this value. So this is the mileage. So amount of trips. Then duration. Duration will be amount of trips multiplied on duration final value. Then revenues. Revenues multiplied on trips amount final. Now we can extrapolate these formulas here. So here we can see that this cell participates. In formula nothing is pulling from here, so that's okay. And now we will do the same exercise for other days of the week. Wednesday, so just I want to make sure that nothing is pulling from Tuesday. Looks okay. Now let's move to the next day of the week. This will be Thursday. Final amount of trips. Thursday, then we are moving to Friday. Friday, then Saturday, Saturday, and finally Sunday. So now let's check the story one more time. So this participates, then globally participates, then the total mileage for this day will be amount multiplied on the mileage per trip, then duration will be this duration multiplied on the amount of trips, and revenues amount of trips multiplied on the revenue per trip. So now we are good. So this was the story about portraits of revenue for the specific day of the week. So we'll continue talking about revenue generating algorithm in our business idea. So if you find this video valuable, you may give us a like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. You can also order financial models from scratch for your unique business ideas. We can help you with that. At the end screen of this video I will give you the link to the playlist where I will be keeping all these tutorials, and when we finish this model I will give you all the links on these tutorials in the description of this video as well. I will place everything there. So thank you guys for watching, see you in next videos, thank you and bye.